It was Mark Poulton that packaged him. Mark is fired. Tell Mark I'm mad.
Yeah, this is primetime Poulton. Keep it entertaining. You already know it. Outworking everybody and he don't ever quit. Talking about plenty comics like Graveyard Shift, Sea Dogs, Viking Wolf, U.S. Assassin. Doing just what he loves. This is his passion. Bring more value to your dollar. No, I'm not fronting. That's how just a writer became a moral compass. This is primetime Poulton. This is primetime Poulton. Let's go.
Behold the King of Kings. On your knees, dog. All hail. Bow down to the King. Bow down to the King. Grinned red as he walked from the place where the traitor lost both his name and his face. Through the halls and the corridors, stinking in blood, he tasted his grin, and it tasted good. The King took his head, left him broken and dead. Bow down to the King. Bow down to the King. Bow down to the King. Left none living, unable to tell. The King took their heads and he sent them to hell. Their screams echo loud in the place of their death. Ripped open they die with their final breath. They hail the King of Kings. Bow down to the King. Bow down to the King. Bow down to the King. Into the dirt. His will be done. Now feel your fear. There can be only one. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down to the. Bow down. Bow down to the King. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down. The King is here. Now feel your fear. The King of Kings. All hail the King. On your knees to the King. The King of Kings. There is only one.
Just another boring day where nothing changes. Everything was normal till you came running.
What's up, everyone? Happy Sunday. It's the Moral Compass, and welcome to the Haunted Pizza Horror Movie Club, episode 76. Tonight, we're talking Silent Night. Joining me, my co-host, Dexter Weeks. What's up, Dex?
What's up? I love the new intro.
Yeah.
Man.
I kind of tricked people. I said we were launching that in the new year.
That's true, yes.
I gave it to him a week early, man. That's what the Fulfillment King does. He delivers early.
Yeah, you're spreading the cheer, man. Spreading the cheer.
I mean, I got my Killer Santa shirt on, so
Nice.
I'm ready. Joining us also, a guy who has nothing to complain about. He's finally off probation. He's officially part of the show. Mark Yoon. What's up, Mark?
Thanks for the Christmas gift.
Welcome.
Well, you couldn't make the Christmas party, so
True.
Consider this your Christmas present. And of
I
course,
appreciate it.
Of course, last but not least, the person everyone looks forward to. What's he going to do this week? We got Enrico Ho joining us. Merry Christmas.
There he is.
Merry Christmas. Enrico Ho, founder of Toys for Thoughts, at your service.
I like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
How's everyone's Christmas?
Oh, have I a story to tell you?
Go for it, man.
As always. All right, so I told you my brother was moving up from Oklahoma this week, right? So I've been trying to help him move, and my car is not an old car by any means. I had a 2020 Kia Optima. Trying to pull this out of my brother's house, it would not start. The engine wouldn't turn over because the brake would lock, so I couldn't push the button with the brake to start the engine. So I had to call the dealership to come get the car to see what's going on. They're fixing the car. Does Yoon ever make smart decisions and actually just pay the $500 to get my car fixed? Or does he buy a $50,000 freaking car on Christmas? I did the latter because I'm an idiot. It's red. So the dealer called it Santa's sleigh, and I was like, okay. So yeah, that was interesting. I guess I bought myself a Christmas present. I'm like, yay.
What was it? A Lambo? 50 grand? Damn.
No, I got a 2025 Kia K5 GT, the top of the line version. So it's a doozy of a car.
Yeah,
My first brand new car. I've never had a brand new car before, so that was my first brand new car.
Well, congratulations, Mark Yoon.
It was on Enrico Ho. He was the one that dropped it in on me.
Merry Christmas, Mark Yoon.
I saw those balls coming down my chimney, and I knew who it was.
Snowballs.
Dexter, how was your Christmas?
Oh, good as usual.
Yeah?
Yeah, can't complain. Everybody was happy and cheerful. I saw Nosferatu on Christmas Day.
Did you treat yourself to the popcorn box?
I did, yeah. And you know what? I've heard that they've sold out ever since. So people they're a highly sought out item. But
Which one did you get? What does it look like?
the coffin, it's like
It's a coffin. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't have it with me. It's in the other room, but
That's amazing.
it was cool. Yeah.
What about you, Enrico?
I had a splendid Christmas as usual. It was fun, man. Everybody got what they wanted, and all was well. We had fun times. How about you, Mark?
Oh, it was fantastic. It was Christmas Eve. We had my family over to exchange presents. We had dinner. It was just me and Missy. Since we were having my family over, we were a little nervous about the dogs because you and Dex were over, and the dogs barked maybe for the first hour nonstop. Yeah. So I was like, we should think about. Oh, Missy said maybe we should think about boarding them, and I looked. There's a local place, but it was this whole process to get your dogs accepted. But then I found this website where there's dog sitters. and there was like a dog sitter like right around the corner from us. So we tried that out, and no lie, I hadn't been this nervous since I dropped Chase off for his first day of school, dropping my dogs off to this woman's house, and I had nothing to worry about. They took to her immediately, and they spent the night at her house on Christmas Eve. I picked them up on Christmas morning.
Did they like her kibbles and her bits?
But yeah, so that was a relief, because we have Missy's son's throwing a New Year's Eve party, so we're gonna have a bunch of teenagers here. So they're going for another sleepover on New Year's Eve.
That sounds like a movie waiting to happen right there. That's like Super Part 2.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
Poulton, Super Chase.
But Christmas Day we picked up the dogs, and then Missy's son came home, and then my Chase came home, and we opened presents. But I do have a story. The day before Christmas Eve, I get a text from John Malin, and he says, "Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you go to your nearest liquor store and buy me like a $200 to $300 bottle of whiskey, and deliver it to Ethan Van Sciver's house?" And I'm like, this guy just like ran my name through the mud like 2 months ago. But John has no idea about that, because he was away from social media that week.
I'd be like, so I'll do it for $600.
So I was like, you know what? It's Christmas. He's my friend. I was like, sure, I'll do it. Apparently, Ethan had sent him a bottle of whiskey for Christmas that was $150. So John wanted to one-up him. So he asked me to buy something more expensive. I know absolutely nothing about liquor, so I did some research. And what's that?
Single malt.
Yeah. So the research I did is said that Michter's was like very good. So I went to the local drugstore or the liquor store, and behind the counter they had this like expensive bottle, and the guy kept trying to give me the tequila bottle next to it, the Indian guy that owns the place. I was like, no, I want the other bottle. And he was like, oh, that's the good stuff, brother. And I was like, okay, apparently I got something good. And the guy in line behind me commented, he ain't lying. And I was like, okay, I got something good. So I bought this, $200+ bottle of whiskey. I then went to the Dollar Tree and bought a gift bag, and wrote up the name tag to Ethan from the Malins, and I drove it to Ethan's house, put it on his doorstep.
Poultons.
What's that?
From the Poultons.
Oh, I should the Malins. I put.
You should have put from the Poultons.
The Poultons, yeah, I should have. I rang the doorbell, hopped back in my car, pulled out. As I'm driving away, I see Ethan in his pajama pants. Open the door, like looking at me while I drive away and wave, and he picks up the bottle and goes inside. So
that was that. That was it.
Yeah. Wow. No, I saw him talking about it later. He had no idea it was me. So he says. So
Mark's story continues like, and it was a flaming bag of shit, and then me and Missy got drunk.
No, I don't even drink. But yeah,
Mark Claus. So should I check my front stoop to see if Mark Claus dropped off a $20? I like how you just dropped it off and jetted, and it was
no, I didn't want to see him.
Yeah.
I don't think John wanted. I don't think John wanted me to hand deliver. I think he just wanted to leave it as a surprise. But I rang the doorbell. I think John just wanted me to leave it there. But I was like,
did he have a Ring doorbell? What if he like caught you, sees you on camera, just like delivering this, and you're just like recorded on?
Oh no, it was just like
Ring.
an old school doorbell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that was interesting.
Spreading the cheer, Mark. Spreading the cheer.
Yeah, Santa Mark. Speaking of Mark, we got, of course, first in the chat. StreamYard's new. I got to figure out where all my little trailers are. Where are they? Oh, media assets now. Sorry, guys, it ruins the flow of the show. Anyway. Ice pick Mark Penguin first in the chat, giving us the recap. The police force of a remote Midwestern town search for a killer Santa Claus who is picking off citizens on Christmas Eve. Talking about Silent Night, which we'll be talking about very soon. Mark Yoon. I watched for the plot. The plot, hot girl runs down the street. Booba is bouncing free.
It's called Presents.
Then decides to stop running and go back towards the killer.
Exactly.
That wood chipper was just calling her.
Yeah, I guess so.
Keep going, man. Jeez.
A penguin says, a wood chipper is now turned on. I should run up to it. Yeah. Amanda B. I see I didn't miss a good one. Come on, Amanda B. The new year is, a time for resolutions. Let's try to be a little more positive, Amanda B.
I feel like this is the first pair we've seen out of the last 20 movies. So I don't know. It's good to me.
Mark Penguin says, Amanda B, you're such a pill. Amanda says, I'm mad. I just saw the schedule. What kind of BS is that? What are you talking about? I think we have a great schedule. What do you guys think?
Yeah, it's
the only thing that would make the graphic even better is if you put our names with our movies. That would have been like chef's kiss.
Well,
never satisfy this guy.
But it's perfect. Listen.
Let's see if Chris is available.
And then you can't reuse it. You got to change the movies every time. Do you think Mark has time for that?
I figured when he did the layout, he's just going to swap with the movie posters.
Speaking of the schedule, let's look at it. Look at this. Look at this. So today we're talking Silent Night. January 5th, we're talking Jezebel. That's a Mark Yoon pick.
Jezebel.
Then 12th. This is the most anticipated movie I think I've ever watched on this show. President Evil. Look at this. Let's look at this.
Resident Evil.
I'm guessing just by the name, it's going to be like a Resident Evil zombie type thing.
No, it's like a Halloween parody, but
it rhymes with Resident Evil. That's such a missed opportunity.
I know, but watch the trailer. There's actually some shot for shot.
Wow, recreations.
Yes,
Michael Myers mask to use it.
But what's crazy is Missy will back me up. I wanted to make this movie. I had an idea. I wanted to make a Donald Trump slasher movie, and someone beat me to it. So I'm looking forward to President Evil.
He's like, I'm not just slashing taxes for the rich.
And then after that, it's called Boltneck on our thing, but that's just because I couldn't find artwork of its new name, Teen Monster, and that's right. It's starring a very young Ryan Reynolds.
It looks like a Hot Topic T-shirt.
Yeah, it does.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then January 26th, we're watching 31. I have no idea. I know this is a Rob Zombie movie. I
It's
have no
13
idea.
backwards.
Yeah. I have no idea what it's about.
I like most of his movies. There's only one movie that I hate of his, and it's not that one. I like 31. But
Is it The Munsters?
No, I recently walked out of the theater during now the name, I literally just said the name in my head and now I'm blanking on it. Devil's Rejects. I walked out of the theater and I recently tried watching it again and I couldn't finish it. I'm like, yeah, I know why I hate this. No matter how much my taste changed, I just hate that movie. So shoot me all you want.
I'm not a
I
fan
never
of
leave
Devil's.
the theater because I paid for that and I'm watching it. That's what's happening.
I wasn't a fan of Devil's.
My friends paid for it and they got mad at me that I walked out of the theater and I was like, I'm getting paid for this shit. If you want me to watch it.
Devil's Rejects, probably the most unlikable group of main characters. The killers, you want them to die.
Exactly.
they're terrible people.
Yeah.
And guess what? Yeah,
They look dirty.
I don't want to spoil, but
Yeah, the first scene in this movie, yeah, I love it. Is that what you're going through, Dex?
No.
Penguin says the schedule looks good to him. Oh, greetings from Rio. We got Missy Duran in the chat. What's up, Missy?
Hey, Missy Duran.
The world traveler, Missy Duran.
She left for Brazil yesterday.
Rio do.
Penguin's happy. Yoon made it.
Main the credits.
Oh,
I made it in time for them. I'm happy.
Mark Penguin, my Russian Turtle comics are being delivered tomorrow. That's exciting.
That's amazing.
That Facebook group that Penguin tipped me off to. These Russian guys complete incomplete Ninja Turtle stories from like the Mirage days, the RG days, and they hire like the actual artists who worked on those incomplete stories.
I know these Russian guys that finish unfinished bottles of vodka.
Yeah.
Vodka.
Vodka.
Penguin says red cars equal higher insurance rates.
They sure do.
Not for me. I asked about it. My insurance actually went down $50.
No, it didn't.
I
It's in
swear
the
to
chat.
God.
It must be true.
I swear to
Not
God.
with State Farm.
I was shocked. Yeah, when my State Farm agent was like, "Oh no, at State Farm we don't care about the color of your car. That's up to your discretion." And it actually went down since it's a brand new car with like no mileage on it. So I saved like $50 a month now.
And this one's got seat belts, so that's even better.
My old car was a 2020. It wasn't like a piece of shit.
Sheldon says I ate way too many cookies on Christmas, or not enough. I don't know. We got Mike McMahon in the house. He says, "Happy holidays, fellers."
Happy holidays,
Mikey.
Penguin says TMC is truly Santa's special little helper. That's right.
Were you reimbursed, Mark, or is that?
Oh yeah, and I got paid for doing it. So
Okay.
Oh, you got a little stipend in there.
Yeah. It's my
Mark
fee.
Yoon baby. I said Yoon. Mark Poulton baby driver over here.
Yeah.
Mike McMahon says John doesn't care about stuff that doesn't have anything to do with him. That may be true. Agent Cup in the house. You don't drink, but it was a flaming bag of shit. Amanda B, the fulfillment king strikes again. Amanda B also says, I am positive I didn't miss a good one. We haven't even started talking about it. How do you know?
Malcolm McDowell was in it, Amanda B. Malcolm McDowell.
Sheldon Martin says there are boobs in this.
Yeah,
they were actually they're quality ones too, because sometimes you can get those ones you're just like, whatever, get off my screen, you're nothing. But these were decent.
Yeah.
Movie movies on Tubi.
Yeah,
that should be their catchphrase in
Tubi
2025.
I saw a booby on Tubi.
And Penguin says it's Michael Myers Trump. It is. It really is. One last thing before we start talking about the movie. Guys, Ride in Pain still in demand over on Indiegogo. I don't have a link, but maybe one of my mods could drop it for me. I just wanted to share some new artwork fresh from Dan Kemp. Let me find it. Here we go.
Oh, I guess if you wanted to show the page too, Mark, you could now here, since we didn't do it last time.
Whoa, look at this.
Look at this. Some fresh colors from Dan
That's so
Kemp.
awesome.
It's freaking nice.
Look at that.
That's what I look like in a dealership when I had 4 hours of sleep when I drank 15 beers with my brother the day before.
Jeez.
And you saw the 50 grand price tag.
Ugh.
It's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like this.
Pretty damn sweet.
Yeah.
What would you do if you had a blind date and you go to the doorstep and they open the door and that's on the other side greeting you? Do you still do the date?
No.
I'd look down first. Bring a brown paper bag. I mean, you never know.
Gotcha.
I mean, that looks like a straight up witch.
Yeah.
Aren't they all, Enrico? Aren't they all?
Wow.
Except for ours. Except for ours. Ours are the exception. They're not the rule.
So
flame from
Toy Story box.
more art coming soon from Chris Graves and Dan Kemp. Absolutely killer. You want me to show some gun guys?
Yeah, even that new panel if you want. It doesn't matter to me. It's up to you.
Let me find it. You guys talk amongst yourself as I look for the artwork.
After the show, TMC, also, I want to give you more insight on what I was thinking with that message I gave you earlier, just a little passing thing.
Okay.
I think it'll be cool I'll talk to you about it later. But, Dex, do you like the lights brighter like this, or do you like them lower to where, it shows the fluorescent stuff more?
Lower. If I could
lower.
mine, I would. I know mine are very bright.
Like, is this good, Enrico? Dex?
yeah,
No,
it's-
right, a little bit brighter, tad brighter. There you, yeah, there you go. Yeah. There you go. Stop.
Okay. All
It
right.
looks good.
Thank
Very good moonlighting. I like to
Thank
get mine. I like to get mine to that point at some time.
yeah,
That'd be
same
cool.
here.
I have to get new lights.
Here we go. Yoon going off. Look at him, man.
I like this page.
Yeah, look at this. This is the action page. Lots going on here. We got some werewolves, some a goth.
Babes.
Yeah.
Things. And stuff.
This werewolf has like some
What is going on?
some emo hair.
I wanted it like kind of like a main, because I make them all different and then you
Yeah.
kill them off in one
I like
page.
that.
So I try my best to like make them all different.
I love the cross hatching too,
Thank you.
and then all the speed lines, man.
Thank you.
Good action.
This gun goth looking tasty.
This corner panel right here.
Yeah, I love that
on the
shot.
left. That's a great shot, man.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Gives me the little saber-toothed Wolverine vibes. Like
Yeah,
saber-tooth jumping down.
At first, I tried them with a background, but then like the rest of the page has backgrounds too, and I felt like it popped more in black. I was like, I just think this looks better this way.
No, yeah, I love the heavy use of blacks in that panel. It's great, and the speed lines, everything looks awesome, man. You're killing.
If you
it,
notice,
Mark.
the first half of the book didn't have as much blacks in the backgrounds. It did on the characters, but then like after looking at Rive and Pain, what was it, issue 2, Mark? When you were showing that with Chris,
Probably.
I was admiring his shadows, so I got to work on like learning how to do better shadow work. So now I'm trying to implement it in all my stuff.
Nice.
Awesome. So, Gun Goth guys coming soon. If everything goes according to plan, we'll launch this Friday, June 13th, with 13 covers. Dex,
Awesome.
we need a cover from you, man. We already got one from Enrico.
Oh yeah, nice. I'll work.
My wife put it in her journal, so she's definitely going to do it. But she said she needs to get paid, Mark.
I don't need to get paid. I'll do a whole entire supplemental comic for free. I may be working on it. I don't know.
But are you a Korean finance person?
Yes, I am.
Business major?
Well,
I can tell her to shove it, Mark. It's
if I'm going to pay for a cover, I might pick someone else. I'm just saying.
The ladies will love her T-shirt.
He spent all his money on my cover.
That's true.
depleted the funds.
Blew the budget.
Yeah, depleted the funds.
Yeah.
I'll just take it out of my payment and I'll give it to her and be like, "Mark,
Penguin says, yeah, boobs from whores doing coke. Wow.
Was she even? I don't think she did any. I think it was just the blonde, the mayor's daughter, was the only one I got.
I think it was just the
It
mayor's
was on the
daughter.
table.
She did a
Yeah.
lot of
Caught with Santa's snow.
Yeah.
Penguin sharing the links. Thank you so much. Sheldon says, I'd want to find out if that phrase cold as a witch's titty is true.
It was cold out, I guess, at the time.
Oh, because he's saying, "What'd you do if you saw this at the end?" He's
Yeah.
like, "I want to see if that's true." All right.
He also says, pull that Mortal Kombat 2 arcade up more so we can see them fighting, Yoon.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, because it's in the. I don't know if I can zoom in with this camera because I have a separate webcam on, but yeah, I got the demo is playing right there.
webcam. Do you use that webcam on the same one on your OnlyFans?
I'm on WikiFeet.
All right, let's dive into the movie Silent Night, directed by Stephen C. Miller, who's in theaters right now with his new movie Werewolves. Has anyone seen Werewolves?
I just watched
I
it.
know.
Yeah.
What'd you think of Werewolves, Dex? You like it?
Yeah, you know what? It had a lot of good stuff in it, but I think it was limited to budget, of course, and stuff like that. But yeah, man, it was pretty decent for what
Is it in theaters or is it on streaming?
Now it's streaming,
It's
but
in
it was in theaters.
Oh, that's right. It is streaming now. Yeah.
I liked it a lot. I saw it in theaters with Missy. She was not a fan of it at all. Here's something. Was it just me? But spoilers, guys. At the end, the sister-in-law looks at her brother-in-law
Yeah.
She was looking at him like
Yeah,
she
yeah.
was into him, like, right?
I guess she figured her husband was dead, you know.
Yeah, well, true.
Well, I was getting
How
that
come-
vibe for the whole thing, you know, the
Yeah.
whole movie anyway. Even in the beginning when he's helping her with the house and stuff. But yeah, I mean, they're
Dex,
both
how
cool.
come? Why is it that PETA is never around when it comes to werewolves? Don't they? They don't support all animals. Just the ones that are
Maybe
not on their
that's-
back legs.
Maybe not supernatural animals, just, you know.
What if that meat tastes good?
Mike says, wife and I saw Nosferatu and it was amazing looking.
Well,
I wanted to.
It's a work of art. It really is. Now, if you don't like the story or you know, Count Orlok himself, but I'm telling you, it's worth seeing. It's a very artistic film. I mean, I remember I was watching my jaw hitting the ground, just, you know.
SF Gaming says we don't eat werewolves. That's why PETA doesn't
Right,
care
there you
about
go.
them.
What about in China? That's messed up. I shouldn't say. My wife will kill me. She'll throw a plate at my head.
That's like an interesting storyline for a book. Like werewolf meat is like a delicacy.
They're very.
There's something there. There's something there.
Yeah,
It's like a vampire bodega. Like serves you nice little Philly cheesesteaks with it.
Oh, I like it. I like it. All right, Silent Night, directed by Stephen C. Miller. You don't get a lot of you have a lot of questions until the very end. Then they explain to you. So the movie starts off. We have a woman trapped in a house, abandoned house, and there's a guy in the basement, and he is tied up to a chair, tied up by Christmas lights, and he's screaming to be let go. And this guy dressed as Santa comes down, and the guy who's tied up starts apologizing, said he didn't know the woman was married, this and that. And the Santa's not saying anything. And then the guy tied up is like, "Oh, you're not her husband, right?" And he's like screaming at the guy, and Santa won't say anything. And Santa has his axe, and you think he's going to kill the guy, and he just starts walking away. And as he gets to the steps, he flips a switch and electrocutes him with the Christmas lights. I was surprised because this guy was one of the names in the credits. I don't know if you guys remember Brendan Fuhrer, I think his name is. He was on the TV show Roswell back in the day.
Yeah, that was my favorite show for a long time.
But he was also in an incredible vampire movie in the early 2000s called The Forsaken, which was him and Kerr Smith from Dawson's Creek. Dex, I think I won us tickets to see a preview of that back.
Yeah, yeah, it does.
that is a great vampire movie. I would love to see that on Tubi sometime. But so we have this killer Santa on the loose, and we have a local cop, Jamie King. She comes from a family of police officers, and she's not really sure of herself. She doesn't think she's cut out for this job. And she'll be the one working the case until her sheriff shows up. And her sheriff is it Malcolm McDowell or Roddy McDowell?
Malcolm McDowell.
Malcolm McDowell.
Malcolm.
Now,
Yeah.
Mark, you're a writer. You're a writer, Mark. Like, why? I think Penguin might have mentioned it in the chat, but like, I really was lost at this movie. Like, why was she like? Did her husband get killed because of her or something? Like, I don't know what happened.
They never explained how her husband died.
Well, there's one throwaway line where like they go to investigate before they find him in the basement, and Malcolm McDowell says that like, well, she's like a whore and she bangs everybody in the city. So like, the husband, that's why they suspected the husband did it at first, and they were making up like lies about like
Dex, you're talking about Jamie King's husband, right?
The sheriff's,
the police,
okay.
They never. I don't think they ever explained unless Penguin caught something that we missed.
I mean, because they kept like hinting at it, like it affected her life or something, or her job, or like I didn't know she was responsible for his death. I mean, it just wasn't explained. So.
Mark Penguin says, actually, I think I saw this week's movie in theaters when it came out. Lots of scenes were familiar to me. Well, they could have just been lifted from other other movies. One thing I did want to add, I want to say it now. So this isn't part of the Silent Night, Deadly Night franchise, but I did like the nice nod to Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 when the deputy's carrying out the bags of trash, and he says, "What is this, garbage day?"
It's trash day. Yeah.
Penguin says the biggest problem is they don't explain things until basically the epilogue, and they rush through the killer's origin. Yeah, that's what I was saying. You don't get any of the answers until the end.
Is that right in though, Mark? Or like, what do you think that is?
No, I think that scene would have worked better earlier on. I don't know, or at least some clue as to why this guy is killing people.
Yeah, that's it.
You could have did
things because, like, honestly, I don't know who the killer is.
Yeah.
I was like, who's the killer? Like,
so let's start at the ending. The killer is the little boy in the station wagon who watches his father, who is dressed as Santa, get killed by Jamie King's father, who is a cop in the same town.
Yeah, and it's so confusing at the end too, because the killer's face is all burnt up.
Yeah, right.
Right after that epilogue, so you're kind of like, I mean, it makes sense that it was the kid, but you're like, for a second, you're like, oh, did the guy that got burned up live? Like, but then like, no, he got burned in the fight at the end too. So I guess
it would have made so much more sense because they mentioned like, so that the town, the drunk Santa, who at first they thought was the killer.
Cynical Santa.
Yeah, cynical Santa. Very good, Mark.
Cynical Santa. Yeah.
He told the story of like the killer Santa
at the bar.
Yeah, at the bar.
Yo, for a second, did anyone else think that was Frank Miller? For a second, like, you know, on the profile, I'm like, did they get Frank Miller to play this guy?
If he was still alive, that would have been awesome. Yeah.
Man, did you see? Speaking of Frank Miller, did you see he drew the cover to The Weeknd's new album? I think it's like the best artwork he's done in years.
A lot of those like album artworks are really good. Like, remember when like Todd McFarlane did it for Korn back in the day? Like it was on point. Yeah.
It's more Greg Capullo than McFarlane that did that.
Yeah.
Oh, was it Greg Capullo? Okay.
Well, I think Todd might have inked it. Yeah.
So we get bits and pieces of the story, but it's a little jumbled. So cynical Santa, he tells about the Santa that, you know, dressed up with a flamethrower, and people are like, oh, that didn't really happen. It would have made more sense if they had Jamie, the actor who played Jamie Kennedy's father, talk about this stuff, saying, oh, in my day, we had a killer Santa case as well. And this is why what I did. But they never explained like why that guy was killing people. He was just on like the police headquarters or city hall steps with a flamethrower, which I love the Santa with a flamethrower.
Oh,
it's a great visual. Yeah. I also like the Santa mask where he took like that transparent mask.
Yeah. That was cool.
No, I mean the kills were great. You know, I thought the kills were great, but it was confusing.
My favorite scene was
who was the guy with the burnt face? Then who the heck was that? Was that the killer?
That's the killer. That's the current day killer. His dad was the original killer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then he escapes, and so he didn't get all burnt up then at the police station then.
Yeah. So I mean, his body could have scars all over it. He's covered
his face was burned at the end.
Yeah.
I liked the fist fight between the killer and cynical Santa when he like brought the brass knuckles. It was just like I was like, "That's you just put the axe down." That was great.
So Santa's going around killing people in town. I guess he has sort of a agenda.
Landscape.
Isn't he sending
related to his father's death? I guess in some way.
Well, how do the porn people?
They're on the naughty list.
I guess they're on the naughty list.
They're just on the naughty list.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I did enjoy that little girl though, because she was a little big. Remember? When she was bossing her mom around? Like somebody killed her.
That's the same thing I said, Dex, when my wife was in the kitchen cooking, and like she was like, my wife was like, "Oh my," and I was like, "Yeah, I hope this girl dies, like for real." And then that scene brought me so much pleasure.
The cop, they heavily imply, but don't straight up explain she choked on the job and it led to the death of her husband.
Was her husband an officer too?
That makes sense.
I would assume she was her husband was on the force then.
Okay. They never say. I don't know.
Yeah. The cute Asian girl police station receptionist is Knives Chow from Scott Pilgrim.
Oh, nice.
And Mark, funny enough, I didn't want to watch anything happen to her. So when I saw that scene where they're going down the red hallway and she's like crying at the end of it, I just fast forwarded because I was like, I'm not going to watch her get. So I don't even know if she lives, but I wasn't going to watch it.
Man, you just couldn't bear Knives Chow getting it.
Spoiler: she lives. She lives.
Yeah. Okay,
Jamie
good.
King
True
to the
hero.
rescue.
True hero of Scott Pilgrim.
That's
a rollerblading cheater.
I think that might be like my one controversial take on movies. I do not like Scott Pilgrim, like the movie. I don't think it's good at all.
I think parts of it are fun. I don't know if it's a good movie, but parts.
I
of
like
it are
Scott Pilgrim.
It's very neurotic. It's
almost whenever it comes on. I think I don't know what ruins it for you, Paul. And is it Michael Cera? Because I could see that. I could see that.
Well, yeah, he's supposed to be like. Isn't Scott Pilgrim supposed to be this guy that all the girls love?
No, that's the there's like a juxtaposition there. He's like the nerdy guy that people don't understand why girls love him.
I don't understand why.
And I think it feeds into Michael Cera too, because Michael Cera in real life you wouldn't think anything of it, but in every movie he always gets the girls, whether it's Kat Dennison, whether it's Juno, whether it's like any movie he's in, he's always getting the girl. So
and the End of the World movie, he was getting the rusty trombone.
This is the end. Oh my god, that's one of my favorite movies. I love that movie.
Yeah. Penguin says, also, I assume since the killer is a furnace repairman, he is in people's homes and see if they are bad people. That is how he picks victims. My theory.
That's a good theory, Penguin.
I like it.
I bet you the writers.
Yeah, you know what I mean? They should have somehow indicated that.
Penguin also says, I love Scott Pilgrim comics, not the movie. The problem is they cram 6 volumes into a 90-minute movie.
Right.
It's okay. The lead character wears Smashing Pumpkins t-shirts and there's swords involved. I'm in.
And Sheldon says that was a girl in Juno.
Not anymore.
Not anymore, but well, yeah. I mean, actually, yes, it is, but not really. I mean, really yes, but no. I don't know.
No answer that we give Enrico is going to help us. Just say, read the credits.
So I will say this. I know we're picking apart like parts of the movie were hard to follow. Overall, I liked the movie.
Fun.
Yeah,
it was fun.
Like I said, the kills were great. I was really like pleasantly surprised.
The killer had a great look. I mean, it's a killer Santa, but they did something different. I felt
what about
the mask.
What about his Batman montage in the beginning where he's like suiting up and it's like literally like from the 89 Batman where he's doing the same thing.
That was good.
Is that what you did, Enrico? Right before the show?
Yes. I did, except no one was watching except for myself. I was just looking at myself in the mirror going.
Your daughter's like, Daddy, what are you doing?
Getting ready for the Haunted Pizza Movie Club, child.
There were some other issues too, Mark, about the I guess continuity. Like when he uses the wood chipper, the blood is splattering all over his face. The next time you see him, the thing's all white. It's like, well, when do you have time to wash his beard? I mean,
I don't think he washed it. I think he just changed it. He probably just has a bunch of it.
Yeah, maybe
he stopped by JCPenney
like in his trunk or something.
No.
We got the studio in the house. I believe that's the Don. Hello, my dude. Don't let the avatar fool you. It's the Don. The G is silent as per Mo Biggs. Okay.
Yeah.
The Dong. I get it.
It's all like there's like a mosaic of color in there. It looks like Mondrian designed your avatar there.
Enrico ho hilarious.
I
don't know why the new logo, Don, reminds me of the Brady Bunch.
No. It reminds me of a cool 60s or 70s like hipster thing or something.
Penguin says it's more like Maniac Cop, not Batman. Kick Yoon. But yeah, I mean, I think there was good kills. Santa looked cool. I love the flamethrower. Yeah. I mean, I guess I understand why he couldn't have it throughout the film.
What about the Malcolm McDowell part where he's like, "You don't bring a flamethrower to a gunfight, and immediately gets like this. He just gets torched.
What was that one weapon he had that had? It was like a sickle or something, or that was pretty cool too. Like,
that he used on the porn lady.
He killed
right?
Yeah, it was like a sickle. He just like straight up did it up.
I like how he had different weapons. It wasn't like him just running around with an axe or something.
He's got an arsenal. See, he is Batman. I stand corrected.
That was cool.
What's a 9-letter word for a 6-sided object?
Snowflake?
Yeah. What?
What was the purpose of that? I don't get it, because like she had this epiphany in her head when she found it out. Like I don't understand the
flake. I don't know. Rosebud.
Yeah, I didn't get that either.
What did her dumb dad say at first? He was like a 9-letter word. He's like cube. I'm like, nice.
It's like dice. Hexagonal.
The Don says BS. That's 8 letters.
Well, maybe that's what they said instead of.
Wait, what's 8 letters?
Snowflake.
No, it's 9.
Yeah, it's 9.
It's 9.
S.
Count it out. Take a second.
L-A-K-E.
Pause the video.
9. I just counted on my fingers. That's 9. Penguin says, was the old man in the nursing home someone from an old horror movie or something? I wondered that too. So I looked it up. No, he's no one.
No
one of importance. Yeah.
I thought it was Bela Lugosi.
Yeah. That's our story.
Yeah, it was
Lon
Chaney.
Lon Chaney.
The man of 1,000 faces.
Exactly. You couldn't tell.
Who wants to do classic horror movies? Anybody want to do classic horror movies? Black and white classic horror movies? Who's coming with me?
I'm in.
It's gonna be me by myself on this channel.
I have to watch it on my phone. Those 40p movies.
If I do another movie show, it's going to be my 52 weeks of Christmas.
Right.
And I just watch Hallmark movies.
Me and Enrico are just gonna watch like The Notebook and like rom-coms on our channel.
That would be great if we did rom-coms. We only watch rom-coms and or Steven Seagal movies.
All right, I'm down. I'll shit on every one of them. I am so down.
The Don says, geez, I popped in to say hey, but now I need to see this flick. And I was saying the word BS was 8 letters. The joke I was trying to make didn't land.
Okay. Love your jokes, Don.
We got you, Don. We got you, man.
So
what was your favorite kill then in this movie? I mean, there were some good ones. I mean,
the boyfriend in the bedroom that got the axe to the head only because of the way his head just split open. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
It wasn't the most creative one, but it was just ridiculous.
I'm always a fan of the wood chipper, but like I do like that brawl where he was just beating the crap out of him with the brass knuckles. I really smiled with that one.
Yeah.
The wood chipper was good. Plus, the girl lost her leg prior to the wood chipper.
Yeah,
that's right. Scythe,
yeah,
right? Got up the scythe.
Yeah.
And then he throws the
scythe or a sickle, or is it the same thing?
I don't know. Sickle,
same thing, I would say.
I thought he was going to beat her with it.
Maybe the sickle is the smaller handle and the scythe is a bigger one.
Yeah.
That's
what I would say.
I'm making it up because I don't know. So
no, that actually sounds accurate.
Yeah. So it all comes down to so they think they captured the killer, Cynical Santa. That's who Cynical
twice.
Santa.
They did the old thing twice.
But Jamie King, she realizes that they got the wrong person, and it ends up coming down to her and Killer Santa at the police station, and they have a big brawl. The place is on fire.
The other guy, remember, there was 2 different guys that were the red herons.
Red herrings.
Yeah. So it was the bar Santa, and then it was the town Santa, who was played by Donald Logue. If you remember the MTV used to have Jimmy the Cabbie.
Oh yeah.
That was that guy.
Jimmy the Cabbie.
So she just basically murdered him.
I
right?
remember Jimmy the Cabbie, but yeah.
What she murdered? That guy was the one he was the Santa in the cell.
Oh, I'm talking about the other guy with
the bar Santa.
Yeah, remember she shot him.
Well, I mean, she shot him, but he
did pull a gun.
Yeah, he was an innocent guy, Dex. Don't you don't you fight for these criminals, Dex?
Is that the one? I missed the scene. Oh,
our hero. So he she was
I
defending.
missed that scene because I walked back from peeing and I just saw a guy getting shot in the head and his brain matter going everywhere. So that's I didn't catch that context. I didn't catch the context there.
Did anyone notice the movie took place in Wisconsin, but Malcolm McDowell had a map of Michigan behind him in the police station?
Yeah, there was a lot of continuity stuff.
I didn't notice that. Now I'm able to sleep now.
The Don says Jamie King. There's a name I haven't heard in a minute. Remember when she was like the next new hottie?
Yeah.
Oh, I got a question for somebody. All right, ready? In the credits, I swear I saw Lisa Marie. Did I not see that in the credits?
Yeah.
Okay. Who was Lisa Marie?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
know. Now, is Lisa Marie like the Lisa Marie that like dated Tim Burton that was in like the Mars Attacks movies? Isn't that Lisa Marie?
Maybe.
I don't know. Okay.
I wonder who she played.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm just gonna swear hot chocolate.
Penguin says Donald Logue was Harvey Bullock on Gotham. Perfect casting.
Oh yeah.
The Don says Donald Logue is a great actor. Blade, so good in everything. I always said, if there's ever a movie about Ethan Van Sciver's life, Donald Logue could play him. I thought they have a similar look. Penguin says the bar Santa was Mr. Snow because he sold coke to everyone.
Okay, right.
But the Don says Logue couldn't save that awful or that horrid Gotham show.
Yeah, I think I watched like a first couple episodes and I was like, this ain't Smallville. Never watched it again.
Yeah, I didn't even bother. Didn't even go near it.
So Jamie King gets the flamethrower, sets Evil Santa on fire. She rescues the little Asian receptionist, and we see a burning Santa hat, but not the rest of the body. So I'm like, oh, did he escape? And sure enough, he escaped. We see him in his work truck.
Yeah.
And that's when we get the flashback. He's thinking about his father, who was the original Santa killer, and Jamie King's dad is the one who killed him. Why did he go insane? Did the mom leave him or something? I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. I think there was some sort of cheating involved, and yeah.
No,
that would make sense that he went after the cheaters in the opening scene then.
Yeah.
There's a lot needs to be explained. So, it's a shame because the movie overall was pretty decent. It needed
the Don says Donald Logue couldn't play that evil dude. Wow.
What if we got Michael Cera to play him?
Mark Penguin says Lisa Marie played the mom taking heart medication that had the bratty teen daughter who got killed.
And is it the same Lisa Marie I'm thinking of, Penguin, or no? Am I getting names confused or something?
The Don says later bros have a kick-ass new year. Much love to you all. The studio, 7 p.m. every Saturday. Watch it, know it, love it. By the way, Mark, best to Sean. Sean is back, by the way.
Got a plug
from his
ordeal.
Sisters. Yeah.
See you, Don.
Yeah, Don. Thanks for stopping by. Looking forward to working with you more in the new year. But yeah, that's the movie. A little confusing, but I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, I think I did too, Mark. It just I needed more explanations. That's all.
I agree, but I like it.
Penguin says, "Nope, you're right, Enrico. Same actress."
Yes,
bingo.
Yeah, I would have been. I would have had egg on my face if I was wrong, because Tim Burton is one of my Elvis. Yeah. You know what I mean?
You, man.
Yeah.
Good call, Enrico.
Good job, Enrico.
Thanks, guys.
So, that's overall consensus. We all like Silent Night. Next week we are watching. This is Mark Yoon's pick, Jezebel, and I got the trailer all queued up.
Let's watch some Jizzy Bell trailers. Jizzy bells. Got some jizz on my bells. Here we go.
Thanks for picking me up. It's really good to see you.
Sorry about your boyfriend. This was your mother's room. You're gonna have to stay in here. The other bedroom's upstairs.
Hello, Jezebel. If you're watching this, it means I'm gone. I want to give you a reading with my cards. It says here that you're not alone. There's a presence in the house with you. Jezebel. I'll see you through a horrible death.
If I don't talk to somebody, I'm gonna go crazy.
Tell me what's going on.
I think somebody's out there. Oh my god, that's my birthday. Do you think there's something under that stone?
How does someone want to spook you like this?
They call the spirits to take someone.
Just stay out of your mind. I told her not to do this.
But Dad, it's Mom!
That thing on these tapes is not your mother.
Who are you? What do you want from me?
I have been watching over you.
Looks good.
Looks good.
Good premise.
I have a really strange affinity for movies, like especially horror movies that take place in like the Bayou or like Louisiana.
For some reason, I thought you were going to say for women in wheelchairs.
Oh, that girl is hot though. Like that actress is beautiful. But
if she was in a gang, we know what gang she'd be in.
The X-Men. Be Professor.
Well,
X.
it's not the Bloods.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
I know it's just the trailer, but I mean, and they show the scene of her in the wheelchair going into the lake. But if that's not a dream, the movie's over, right? I mean, because she's not getting out of that. Like, you know.
I won't spoil anything, but I will say that's not a dream.
Okay. All right.
She has a trick thumb, like Dex.
Yeah,
and, like,
it uses that.
You know, her thing's tied up, and she's like, and then just slips her hand out, and then she unties the rest of herself.
Gotcha.
Yeah, she doggy paddles her way to safety.
She does coke, and then
Sheldon says, "I don't believe this dad is indeed sorry about that girl's boyfriend
or any of them."
Penguin says this looks scary AF. Yeah, good pick, Mark. Well, for now, based off trailer, I would say good pick. We haven't
good trailer.
Yeah, but that'll do it, guys. Before we wrap it up, anything else you want to talk about? Oh,
yes, I do. I do promise that the Beast of Bloods will be coming out very shortly. So hang in there.
Awesome, man. I just placed an order for a bunch of Mike McMahon art books. So, yeah, fulfillment getting closer for U.S. Assassin 4. Dex, where can people find you at? Where can they hassle you to say, where's my book at?
You can hassle me at Dexter Weeks on Instagram, 6975. Or Dexter Weeks _art on X, aka Twitter, and Dexter Weeks on Facebook as well.
Nice. Mark Yoon, where can people find you at?
Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I stream content from 4:30 to 5:30, 5 days a week. Mark Penguin shows up. You should too. If the ice pick is there, he needs to be a rallying cry for all of you awesome Poulton fans to show up.
Look at that guy. Penguin's the best.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
he is
tied for best. We don't want Amanda to get angry. So
Mayday has showed up on my streams also, so they both are very supportive.
Nice. They're good people. Enrico, where can people find you when you're not flying overhead, dropping packages in people's
and finding the
snow-covered packages?
And he's finding those thoughts, man.
Oh, you know,
Teabagging
Instagram,
Santa.
Instagrams, YouTubes, X's, you know, Enrico Botta.
I want Enrico and Elf too. Let's make that happen.
Smiling's my favorite.
And
Mark,
guys,
where can they find you? Where can they find TMC?
Thank you for asking.
Turner Classic Movies.
Stop that. X and Instagram at Koni Waves. Make sure you subscribe to Primetime Poulton. Hit the notifications. Also, Writhe and Pain Book 2 on Indiegogo right now. 2025 is going to be a big year. We got Universal's Initiative, and we also got Gun Goth coming at you. Both books, I promise they'll be 100% done when we release them. So it's going to be a fun year, guys. Hope you join us. And remember, watch Jezebel for next week. We'll be back. Are we going to be back next week, or next Wednesday for January 1st? You want to take the day off?
Oh, for Revolution?
Revolution, yeah.
Is it going to be? It's Wednesday, right? So that's the actual day.
Yeah, let's take the day off.
My hangover could be done by then.
Let's take the day off, guys. We'll be back. We won't stream again until
Sunday
for Jezebel.
Sounds like a plan.
One last thing Sheldon wants to know. Where's my book, Dex?
It's coming, I promise you. You know what? I think we're going to add a little something extra just for everybody being patient as well. So maybe some digital art, stuff like that. So.
It's a picture of Dex's feet.
Yeah.
Some racy photos, perhaps.
It's all going to be like 4x6s of Enrico's Instagram pics where he's modeling his boots.
My snow boots at this point.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for reminding me, Mark. January 15th, Graveyard Shift 5, Second Chance. Books were already ordered. So fulfillment for Graveyard Shift 5 will begin sometime next month. So be on the lookout for those books as well. All right, that'll do it, guys. Thanks for watching. Happy New Year. Drive responsibly. Later.